Good evening, greeting, brothers and sister witches, and all who join. This is Athena the Witch 13, and I come to you tonight to talk about Litha. Litha, also called Midsummer, okay, is celebrated on June 21st. The zodiac sign is Cancer, and it signifies a new beginning, if you will. One of the most sacred pagan and Wiccan holidays. Okay. Um, it occurs on the summer solstice and it celebrates the beginning of summer also. You know, the tradition of Litha appears to be borrowed from many cultures. Okay. It is basically a Celtic, pagan, Wiccan harvest celebration. But in Northern and Central Europe, for example, during the Neolithic culture, the summer solstice was related to the timing of the crops, okay, the crop cycles. And typically, it was marked by Celtic, Slavic, and Germanic people by lighting bonfires, okay, and celebrating, you know, the harvest and the summer and the sun god, okay, because the sun god is at its highest in the summer. And the whole Wiccan thing is goddess and god. But we'll talk more about the pagan because that's who I am. Okay. Um, Basically, the strength of the remaining of the crop season, and it ensures a bountiful crop. They also do jumping, you know, the bonfire. So whoever jumps the highest means that that's the highest that the crop will be as the season goes on. So it's a blessing. And there are also prayers, okay, that we'll go over. So the pagan people in Europe, particularly, would light a bonfire to ensure the night before um, Litha that you know they start their celebration. And basically, it was led by the Druids, you know, the Celtic people, the Druids. And like I said, it's Litha is the first day of summer. It marks the beginning of the harvest crops. Okay. And it's a time for inner thoughts, inner power. Okay. Uh, Spiritually, is a time to go inward and look at your life, if you will, spiritually speaking. It's when the shadow that culminates in perfect alignment with day and night, you know. For Christians, if you look into it, it has more to do with the birth of St. John the Baptist, which is June 24th, I believe. Okay. Um, And so for Christians, they celebrate it too, but they celebrate it on St. John's birthday, which was, you know, June 24th. Okay. And if you were wondering, as far as your solar plexus, what chakra does the sun represent? It's at the solar plexus, right above the navel. Okay. Um, there are some beautiful prayers. For example, I'm sorry, I get this Midsummer Day Herbs Gathering Prayer. Okay. Um, Midsummer Day is a traditional time for witches, okay, and pagans in all parts of the world to go into the garden and gather about wildflowers, you know, to make potions and dream pillows and other items that can be dried and burned on a coal disc, okay, when doing a magical offering. Um, Litha is considered to have extra magical powers of healing properties also. So this is recited on the Midsummer's Day 3 times before and 3 times after gathering of your work. Okay, so here it goes. All right. Herbs of magic, herbs of power, roots and barks, leaf and flower. Work for me when charms are spoken, potions brewed, and curses broken. Okay, so that's one of them. So you have to say 3 times before and then 3 times afterwards. Okay. And another one is very pretty. It's the Litha prayer. I draw the summer sun into my soul, and I hold my power high today. As Soltice energy courses through my veins and connects to the ancient and my ancestors and all who have gone before me, I am divinely alive. I feel the warmth of the sun rays upon my skin. I dance with the sun, the longest day of the year. So, summer is a time that we also shed, our winter clothes and our spring clothes. Also, we're down to bare shorts and flip flops and basically string top shirts because it's hot. And in certain part of the country, it's hot and humid. Um, I said before, I'm from New Jersey, and we can get very humid. I have to say, so far, we've had cool temperatures. Maybe 3, 4 days in the 80s, early 80s, but that's about it. And I'm not saying it's not going to get hotter than that, because it will. We say the dog days of August, Something which really intrigued me. My grandchildren live in Georgia. And so, of course, school is over down there right now. But in August, they go back to school. And there are no air conditioners in the classroom, no fans. And it is hot in August in Georgia. So I don't see how that makes good sense in practice to me. But I guess if you're used to that, then you're used to it. I'm not. Okay. Like I said, I love my 4 seasons, but when it's really hot and humid, I stay indoors. Okay. And also, I have asthma, so it's really not great to have that combination. But otherwise, I'm okay. You know. Um, but it's so nice to be out in the sun. Again, wear your sunscreen. Okay, make sure you apply it 15 minutes before you go out, not when you're out. And anything over really 25 doesn't do anything. So, and then if you're in the water, you come out and you reapply it again. Okay. So that's my spiel on that. When I was younger, my cousin and I, we were a group of kids. We went to Coney Island, and actually we went to Brighton Beach. And then around 4 o'clock, we walked over to Coney Island, where the steeplechase and all the rides are. But this one particular day, it was cloudy. So as kids, some of us played volleyball, some of us laid down, read a book, and some of us fell asleep. Well, I fell asleep, and so did my cousin. And years later, my cousin calls and says, you should have your skin checked for skin cancer, because he says, I have it. And he says, I believe from what the doctor told me that it's related to getting sunburned. And that day, we got burned. Okay, we were like a lobster. That's how red we were. And I can remember for 2 weeks not being able to put on any clothes. Okay, I couldn't lay down. I had to sit up. I couldn't do anything. My skin was on fire. Okay, and back then my mother would put cold cream, which was Noxzema. It had that, I guess, eucalyptus scent to it, and it had a cooling effect. And once all the burning was gone, then my skin started to peel like crazy. Boy, did I look crazy. But yeah, it's really very dangerous, especially if you're light skinned. Okay, I don't brown, I burn. Okay, yeah. The only thing with that, no, I don't brown. I really burn. I don't know why, but I do. But yeah, so cover yourself, when you're staying in the sun. Uh, and don't think that because you're in the water, you can't get tan. Oh, yeah, you can. All right. So enjoy the summer. It's a beautiful time to get out and walk, to do, go on a boat ride, jet skiing, fishing, walks, nice hikes. I love that. Unfortunately, I don't do that anymore. My husband's not able to, and I'm not going to go on a hiking trail all by myself. So, but in my younger days, I really enjoyed doing that. Put my backpack on, had all my goodies, and off I went. I like walking. So, and I don't do as much walking as I used to, but it's really good for you in many ways. Um, what can I tell you else about summer? It's really just taking the time to enjoy yourself. Every season brings its beauty, and we came out of winter into spring. And I don't know about you, but here we had a lot of rain, although they tell me we're probably didn't get enough rain. Okay. And even the rain can be beautiful, you know. And I don't mind walking in the rain. Some people, do. I don't. I think it's refreshing. Um, but yeah, I like to go out and walk and look at how, people's gardens are, watch people gardening, just doing fun things during the summertime. Um, like I said, I like to swim, but I only swim in a pool. That's about it. It's time to get together with friends, and enjoy. Sit on a deck, have a couple of Mai Tais or whatever your thing is. I like sangria. Um, I like the white, the pink, and the red. Yeah, play some games, have people over, make a light meal and enjoy each other's company. So Litha is what brings us all that enjoyment. The beautiful sun rays, the warmth, the beautiful crops that we then put on our table, the food to eat and enjoy with others. And so in a spiritual way, it's reconnecting, with nature. Everything about a witch is reconnecting with nature, and I said it before, nature is my church because it is where I can go and walk and look around me and look at all the beauty that there is and enjoy it and say thank you for it, appreciate it and be a good steward of, the planet that we live on. Nothing irritates me more than to see people who throw their garbage out on the street well, right in front of me, and it's like, why are you doing this when there are garbage cans that you can put your things and discard them? We need to take care of our planet. We need it not just for us, but for future generations. And it's so beautiful when you think about it. I mean, look around. Winter, everything is bare. And then spring comes and new life comes back again. And you see the buds and the trees and the grass growing and flowers, coming up from the ground. And there's a beauty, there's a cycle to all of this. It's a cycle of life, So enjoy it. Again, Litha is a wonderful time. And if you can, go out and have fun, I am going to do a bonfire tonight. Yes. I already have the fire pit out there, and all I have to do is get my husband out there to light it. Yes, Misty, you can come too. My cat, she wants my attention. So enjoy, and I hope that you can celebrate in your own way. And so be, and I will see you again probably tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Write me, send me a line, tell me what subjects you would like to hear. There are so many, okay? Whatever, you think of, or if you have questions, there are a lot of beginners that have questions and they have no one to go to ask. I'm available. Okay. So enjoy the evening and brightest blessings. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone.